When her art destroyed the world, she was not frightened. Instead, she was filled with a strange sense of amazement. Amid the chaos, she stood in awe of her creation, reflecting on the power she wielded through her artistry. The canvas had drawn forth destruction, yet it breathed life into her spirit, igniting an insatiable desire for more. With each stroke, she understood that art could shape reality, for better or worse, and she craved to explore that territory. In her hands lay the fate of worlds, and with it came an exhilarating responsibility that she could not resist. Overwhelmed by the destruction, she decided to leave her hometown behind. She felt all alone in a world turned upside down, seeking solace in the unknown. As she walked away from her past, hope flickered in the distance. What new horizons would she discover in this uncharted land? While traveling, she found herself questioning the reality of her actions. What she did felt fleeting, almost intangible. After all she did was draw, but could that really define her experience? In each stroke of her pencil, she sought to capture something real. Yet, she wondered if reality could be truly represented through art. Was it really power, or just a dream? She tried to recall what had happened. Was it reality, or merely a nightmare? Her town lay in ruins, but who had caused this destruction? Questions filled her mind, confusion and amazement intertwined, challenging her understanding of events. What if it was real? What would that mean for her and her world? The line between reality and imagination blurred, as the weight of truth pressed down on her. In her travels, she found herself walking in a small forest. Trees lit up like stars, the most beautiful place she'd ever seen. She wondered if the outside world was also this beautiful. Amazed, she stayed. Nights turned cold. The glowing trees cast strange shadows. A twig snapped. Not an animal, she felt watched. Beautiful turned sinister. She had to leave, but the forest held her, a prisoner of its allure. Something else, something hungry, lingered just out of sight, watching and waiting. But it doesn't act or attack her. She decided to leave before the unknown shadow attacked her. As she walked away, she walked straight into an invisible barrier. Uncertain of what she had hit, she tried to touch it. Seeing her hand blocked by something unseen was a shock. No matter how hard she pushed, the barrier wouldn't let her pass. Behind her, the small shadow began to get closer. As she turned, 7 shadows moved past her faster than she could see. Suddenly, the barrier was broken. Small, unseen pieces fell down before her eyes. She couldn't help but be amazed at what she saw. As she moved forward past the broken barrier, she found the outside world bright and warm. The once dark sky was gone. The warm feeling of the sun felt like a dream to her. Looking ahead, she was shocked by the vast landscape before her. The world seemed bigger than she thought. However, seeing the long road ahead, she felt tired and drained. The journey was longer than she thought. As she began her walk, she pondered if this was a punishment from above. Why would the gods make a landscape no one could survive? Deciding to forget about the gods, she began her walk through the long landscape. No matter what, she was determined to see the outside world. A decade and 2 years had passed since a woman, barely more than a girl, breached the borders of the forgotten village. Dressed in a simple maid's uniform, she moved with a singular purpose, ignoring the curious stares that followed her. Her eyes, shadowed with fatigue, remained fixed on a crumbling dwelling nestled at the village's heart. Clasped tightly in her arms was a sleeping infant. Inside, she found her sister, Sophia. Luna, her breath ragged, approached, tentatively offering the child. Sophia recoiled as if burned. "Luna, what is this? Whose child is this, and why have you brought her here, of all places?" Luna finally released the burden of her story, a tale woven with fear and desperation that took hours to unravel. It was a harrowing account of betrayal, impossible circumstances, and a power so overwhelming it threatened to consume everything in its path. When the last whispered word faded into the silence of the dilapidated room, Sophia stared at her sister, a mixture of horror and bewilderment clouding her features. But why? Why didn't you just end it? Why not just kill the baby? Luna's eyes, brimming with unshed tears, met Sophia's. I can't, Sophia. I've tried. It's impossible. Her voice trembled, barely a whisper. The child, she can't be killed. That's why I've come here. I'm desperate. This village, your people, they're different. They know about things, powers, that the rest of the world has forgotten. I was hoping, praying, that maybe, just maybe, they can contain whatever is inside her and guide her. Help her grow into someone who can control it, someone good. Sophia felt the world closing in on her. The last thing she wanted to do was raise a monster. She tried to refuse, but Luna wouldn't let her. If no one would take her in, the baby would surely grow up to be a real monster. Only she could do it, and this village was the only place the baby could be raised without issues. Luna expressed that the outside world was too much, too many bad things happening would surely affect the baby. In a heated argument, Sophia refused to raise the baby, and Luna was running out of options. Sophia told Luna to take the baby to the dark cave where she would be eaten by the shadows of the night. Only then will they be free of this thing. 12 years later, in an unknown room, a girl woke up. She looked around, surprised to find herself in someone's house. She tried to walk out, but her legs wouldn't let her. Tired, drained, and hungry, she decided to stay in bed. As she lay there, she tried to remember what happened, realizing the road had been long and draining. Was this a punishment from the gods? Did they hate her for destroying her village, even if all she did was draw? Not wanting to anger the gods, she got on her knees and began praying, asking for forgiveness for being tired and hungry. While she was still praying, a young boy entered the room, surprised by her actions. He called out to her, questioning her devotion, feeling it was a waste of time. She turned around and firmly stated that mockers of the gods would be punished. The boy laughed, doubting the existence of gods and mocking her faith. He told her she sounded like a child who would believe anything. His laughter echoed in her ears, a stark contrast to her solemn prayer. Something was wrong and she felt it. Henry left the big city, seeking a new start in this house he built for himself. As he conveyed his mundane story, her mind echoed with his mocking tone, drowning her in frustration. Suddenly, she screamed, the sound cutting through the air, leaving Henry shocked. Henry jumped back, sensing danger. He summoned his sword, ready to fight. 7 shadows danced beneath her feet, swirling like a star, while her hands and eyes turned dark. 12 years ago in a dark cave, 9 shadows danced around a small baby. The child could only laugh as the shadows moved in a funny way. They took the baby deep inside the dark cave. There, they began their dance once more, painting themselves like shadows of art on the wall. 6 months later, Luna and Sophia entered the dark cave with a small group of warriors, fighting off lower dark shadows one after another. They found the baby being guarded by 9 devil shadows. Luna turned to her sister with fury, while Sophia could only apologize. As the fight began, Luna and Sophia fought hard, destroying 2 dark devils together. The battle was long and draining. In the end, Luna's small group was wiped out, forcing them to take the baby and escape that nightmare of a cave. Luna and Sophia combined their most powerful attack against the dark devils, unleashing a massive explosion of light and heat. Sophia took the chance to grab the baby and escape the cave, her heart racing with determination. With the baby in her arms, Sophia and Luna fled the cave, focused on escaping, urging each other forward. 7 devils morphed into shadows, relentlessly pursuing them, determined not to lose their master. Luna summoned the last of her power to destroy the cave, creating a barrier to block the shadows and buy them time. A young girl wakes up in a destroyed house. Her surroundings are a wreck, and Henry was nowhere to be seen. She feels a new strength within her, as if she's been training. She looks up and thanks the gods for sparing her. Unlike that boy, whatever his name was. As she turns to leave, she notices a cat sitting nearby. Her heart fills with joy at the sight. In her excitement, she screams happily, startling the cat, which darts away into the wild. She races after the cat, calling out to it, refusing to give up until she can make it hers. However, in the end she ended up losing it. In the big city of the kingdom of Enlina, Queen Lisa wakes up screaming and crying. Her cries were heard outside the mansion. 4 guards raced inside, trying to protect her, but found nothing. As they turned to Queen Lisa, still crying, they couldn't understand her distress. Hours later, Queen Lisa locked herself in her room, permitting no one to enter. Luna was summoned. Upon hearing what happened, she broke the door down and entered. Seeing Luna, Queen Lisa cried louder, revealing, "My baby is dead. They killed my baby." Luna couldn't believe it. Henry was dead? How could anyone defeat him? It was impossible. Luna couldn't believe it. She asked Lisa if she was sure about this. Was Henry really dead? Lisa agreed she saw it in her dream. Henry was eaten by a realm lord. He didn't stand a chance against it. Luna couldn't help but fall to her knees. A realm lord in this era? How could this be possible? Queen Lisa stood from her room and ordered Luna to summon the elemental walkers. Hours later, 4 mysterious people entered the castle. Luna introduced them one by one. First is the Sunwalker, ruler of flames. Next is Miss Moonlight, ruler of seas. Then Levi, king of the earth. And last, Michael the Skywalker, ruler of the sky. Queen Lisa welcomed the warriors to her castle, ready to unveil urgent matters. She began telling them everything she saw and why she summoned them here, her voice heavy with importance. Levi and Michael, uninterested, urged her to get to the point. They had pressing matters to attend to. Luna was displeased by their rudeness, but before she could react, Lisa intervened. Then Lisa revealed a troubling dream about her son Henry and the looming threat he faced from the Realm Lord. In her dream, Henry was attacked by 7 shadow soldiers sent to devour him. Using his space summoning powers, Henry wielded both of his ruler's blades, striking a fierce blow. His space slash defeated 3 soldiers, forcing their retreat, but darker fates loomed ahead. Ultimately, he was swallowed alive by her dark realm, sealing his grim fate. After she finished telling them everything, the room fell quiet. No one could speak. Everyone knew that Queen Lisa's dreams are never wrong. Knowing that one realm lord could defeat a ruler so easily was a shock to them. Realm lords were just stories of the past. This was just a nightmare of 100 years ago, but now that same nightmare has appeared. Queen Lisa assured them the realm lord can be defeated. Levi was the first to speak, asking Lisa why she mentioned her realm before. Was the enemy a woman? Queen Lisa spoke of a girl. She wanted her found and killed on sight. Anyone who could kill her would be rewarded with the Seed of Realms. With this seed, any ruler can plant it and grow a realm fruit. They can sell it for billions, or eat it to awaken as a lower realm king. Luna was a little surprised that Lisa would go that far. However, Levi and Michael couldn't wait to go after the enemy after hearing about the reward. Lady Moonlight asked Lisa for details about the girl. The girl was young, maybe 12 years old, and used the realm of darkness to summon dark shadows. The dark realm, known as the Devil Realm, means her powers will be even stronger at night. It's crucial to fight only under the sunlight where her powers will be weaker. Lisa advised that it would be best to fight in teams. Levi and Michael left the castle promising to kill the enemy in no time. The other rulers also left after asking Lisa for everything she hadn't mentioned in the meeting, promising to find the girl and end her. Luna was worried giving away the Seed of Realms was a big step. However, Lisa only cared about killing the one who took her son away from her. Queen Lisa asked Luna to make photos of her memories to give to the elemental walkers. She was determined to find the one responsible. Luna questioned if she would really post a bounty on a little girl, seeing the conflict stirring within herself about the nature of the enemy. Lisa expressed disbelief that Luna could defend someone who killed her son. Yet she agreed to wait, pondering the child's true nature. Meanwhile, under the dark sky, a young girl stands in amazement, seeing the true beauty of the stars for the first time. As she stood there looking at the stars, she couldn't help but wonder about that cat. Where did it run off to? The stars were beautiful and seemed endless, but she was cold and now she was hungry too. Maybe the cat had a home around here. She decided to find that cat, thinking it could share its home and food with her. However, she couldn't find the cat or its home. Feeling tired and hungry, she decided to sleep where she was. Moments later, 7 shadows appeared and covered her body, keeping her warm. In her dreams, she found herself in a dark void. Suddenly, a shadow appeared and shoved itself inside her body. Back in the real world, a young girl stood up, still asleep. Shadows returned to her own shadow as her body darkened. She ran wild like an animal in the forest, killing and eating anything that moved. In the morning she woke up finding herself on the other side of the forest, lost and confused about her surroundings. Deciding to follow the sun, she hoped it would lead her out. The long walk was draining and disheartening. Tired, cold, alone, and hungry, tears began to flow. She felt an overwhelming sense of despair. She missed her mother and village, despite their troubled relationship. Home felt distant and painful. Crying, she realized this journey wasn't fun anymore. All she wanted was to see her mother. In a forest under a dark sky, a young girl cried herself to sleep. 12 years ago, Sophia and Luna escaped the cave with the baby. After returning to the village, Luna slapped Sophia hard, almost sending her to the ground. Looking up and seeing Luna getting ready for another slap, Sophia pleaded for forgiveness, apologizing repeatedly to Luna. "Please forgive me," she cried. Deciding to slap her again, Luna warned Sophia that if she ever tried to kill her daughter again, she would kill Sophia herself. Surprised, Sophia asked why Luna never told her the baby was her daughter. Luna decided to share the truth about the realm lord she met. In the big city of the kingdom of Enlina, a young pregnant woman drives frantically to every hospital she can find, desperate for help. Screaming and crying, she experiences excruciating pain, fearing for her unborn baby's life. Despite powerful healers' attempts, none could determine the cause of her baby's distress after 9 months of a healthy pregnancy. Ultimately unable to endure the agony, she gives birth to a stillborn child, the culmination of her nightmare. With the pain of losing her baby, she cannot stop crying. Months of anguish now culminate in her profound sorrow. After hearing about Luna's baby, Princess Lisa wanted to help her friend. But her mother, the queen, advised against it. The queen told Lisa she must act like a true princess, not mingling with the maids as her equals. Meanwhile, Luna locked herself in her room refusing to work, devastated over her loss while the mansion's cleanliness became the priority. Worried about Luna losing her job after losing her baby, Lisa asked her mother to help her friend, promising her mother she would become a proper princess. Seeing Lisa's determination, the queen agreed. Lisa would go to Luluna High to learn how to be a true princess, and she will help Luna find peace. Lisa embarks on a new life, while her mother promised to care for Luna and Henry. Lisa and Luna have been friends for years. Luna's influence got Lisa pregnant and kept her from wanting the throne. When Lisa's gone, the queen fires Luna, not even trying to help her, breaking her heart and leaving her homeless. Luna decides to call Sophia to return home, feeling abandoned. Lisa learns of Luna's firing and feels compelled to act on her friend's behalf. Desperate to stop Luna from leaving, Lisa makes calls to save their friendship. Lisa uncovers shocking information, but if it could help Luna stay, she was ready to do anything. A few hours later, Lisa picked up Luna, taking her to an unknown place. She told her about what she found. Confused, Luna asked Lisa about a man calling himself a realm lord. Lisa didn't understand either, but if this realm lord could help them, they had to try, right? They drove to Lunuza city and found an old man waiting for them. He introduced himself as Darks, the realm lord of death. Hearing that name, Lisa hesitated and asked Luna if she really wanted to do this. Ignoring her, Luna asked the old man how he could help. The old man claimed he could return her baby to her. Lisa and Luna couldn't believe it. How could bringing the dead back to life be possible? The old man asked Lisa if she brought the baby's body. She agreed, ordering her driver to bring it. Luna questioned if Lisa knew this all along. Ignoring her, Lisa ordered the driver to give the old man the baby, stepping deeper into the darkness of this unknown realm. With the baby by his side, the old man began summoning his realm. Day turned to night in an instant. Luna looked at Lisa, asking for forgiveness for her previous neglect. Lisa insisted she must never do that again. The warehouse was engulfed by a powerful darkness, leaving Luna and Lisa unable to see anything. Minutes later, they heard a baby crying. When the darkness lifted, the old man had vanished, but Luna's baby was alive. Luna took her baby from the ground, crying tears of joy and sorrow. Lisa decided it was time to return home. Luna advised Lisa to go to Luluna High to become a true princess and queen, learning about the realm lords. Driving back, Lisa called her mother to share the shocking events involving dark forces and a realm lord. Hearing this, the queen was angry. Luna ends her story telling Sophia to protect her daughter and never tell anyone about what she heard. Sophia nodded, not wanting to say a word. Luna leaves the village, returning to the big city. Back in the past, Luna returned to the mansion with her baby. The queen takes Luna's baby from her, threatening to kill them both. Using a dark realm to bring back the dead was a criminal act punishable by death. Luna couldn't believe what the queen was saying. Was she really going to kill her and her baby? Luna begged for forgiveness. The queen refused, saying the baby was a monster and needed to be killed. Luna began screaming and crying. Luna's screams woke the baby, causing it to cry as well. The queen ordered the guards to take the baby. Luna fought back, trying to save her baby. While still crying, the baby's eyes and hands began to turn white. Suddenly, it began to draw something in the air. Her drawing took over the mansion, turning into white balls that exploded into colors of paint, destroying everything. In a second, the mansion was destroyed, and everyone was dead. Luna stood there, shocked and confused. Luna decided to take her baby and escape the kingdom of Enlina. She refused to let her die. Luna returned to her village, the only place her daughter could be safe. Only Lisa knew about her daughter. Deciding to call Lisa, Luna cried, telling Lisa that a mysterious man destroyed the castle and killed everyone inside, including her baby. Meanwhile, back in the future, Lady Moonlight finds a young girl sleeping on the ground. In a small village, a young girl wakes up in a small house, surprised to find herself in someone's home yet again. As her hunger lingers, she recalls her last visit to someone's house, hoping she won't meet a foolish boy this time. She turns to pray to the gods for guidance, cautioning not to let it be that boy, whatever his name was. Just then, Lady Moonlight enters the room, revealing the boy's name, Henry. "That's the boy you killed, little girl." The girl is startled and wants to respond, but what she sees next leaves her speechless, staring in awe. Confusion sets in as she wonders, "Is that for me?" Lady Moonlight looked at the food and answered, "Yes, I made you something to eat. I hope you're hungry." Hearing the food was for her, she ran straight to Lady Moonlight, taking the food from her hands and began eating. Lady Moonlight couldn't help but laugh at her actions. "You must have been very hungry." After she was done eating, Lady Moonlight began to ask her about Henry. What really happened between them? To her surprise, the girl had no idea what she was talking about. He was rude to the gods, so they punished him. She didn't do anything to him. "Those who disrespect the gods shall be punished," she explained. Listening to her answer, she thought maybe the girl didn't remember what happened and had no control of her actions. When she finished her story, Lady Moonlight asked her name and what abilities she had. How could a young girl be a true realm lord? Surprised, the girl asked Lady Moonlight to explain. What were these abilities she spoke of? What is a realm lord? Deciding to explain, Lady Moonlight began telling everything about the outside world, a world called Luluna. Hundreds of years ago, humanity brought upon the Great Fall, almost destroying the world due to their greed for power. The young girl looked at her in surprise. How could she know what happened so long ago? Could she really live that long? The God of Realms taught mankind how to seal and steal the powers of the gods, leading to a devastating conflict. The first children of the gods were slain, igniting a fierce war between mankind and the deities. With newfound abilities, mankind fought fiercely against the gods, clashing in battles of epic proportions. In a shocking turn, the God of Realms defeated the other gods and claimed their powers, becoming an even greater threat. Believing they had won, mankind rejoiced, but soon discovered that the powers of the dead gods were beyond their grasp. Suddenly, the God of Realms reappeared, stronger than ever, declaring himself the new god of this world. With a chilling presence, the God of Realms proclaimed that no one could challenge his power, sealing mankind's fate. As she listened to Lady Moonlight, she wondered what wrong she had done to endure this. How could this woman know events from hundreds of years ago? Lady Moonlight continued her tale. When the God of Realms took over, mankind became helpless under his rule. No power could defeat him. As his rule expanded, the God of Realms had children with mortal women. His offspring became gods of their own realms, powerful like their father. Fortunately, the 7 gods, once thought dead, waited in hiding for the opportune moment to rise against him. The tide was about to change. The Great Fall began, and the new world of Luluna was born, heralding a new era of power and resistance. After the Great Fall, the world of Luluna was born, named after its saviors. No one truly knows what happened on that fateful day. Luluna is ruled by 8 lords, each governing with their own laws. In this world, power is measured by titles. Those with titles of rulers are the mightiest warriors, surpassed only by the realm lords. Kings hold the 3rd strongest title. The Nons are regarded as the weakest title. Luluna is home to many who claim to be realm lords, yet they are not. Turning to the young girl, she continued, "You are the only true realm lord I've heard of in centuries. I know my history well. Those who hold the titles of rulers are revered as the most powerful warriors, able to summon their element to create or destroy. Realm lords too possess extraordinary powers, even capable of bringing back the dead, though only as the undead. But none can truly resurrect the deceased. However, the realm lords have been extinct for centuries, leaving behind tales of their immense power. Kings are formidable but lack the might of rulers, only harnessing elements to empower themselves. And then there are the Nons, the weak and insignificant, not worthy of discussion. True realm lords are known as demigods, or children of the God of Realms." Moving closer to the young girl, Lady Moonlight stared right at her eyes while her hands created a small hidden water blade. She asked, "Now, what kind of realm lord are you, little girl?" Listening to Lady Moonlight, she wondered if this crazy lady would ever stop talking. Lady Moonlight moved closer, asking her about her powers. In confusion, she replied, "I don't have powers." She added, "Only gods have powers, and perhaps they may grant miracles through prayer and forgiveness." Lady Moonlight couldn't understand her answer, so she decided to show her instead. She summoned a wave of water, transforming it into small flying fish. Amazed, the girl screamed in joy, jumping up to catch the fish. Seeing that she wasn't going to get any answers from her, Lady Moonlight created more fish, playing with the girl. Lady Moonlight couldn't help but wonder how a child could be a realm lord. Was she truly a daughter of the God of Realms? Though she tried, she couldn't sense any power from the girl. It was as if she was just a normal person. Torn between her instincts, Lady Moonlight hesitated to kill the girl. After all, she was just a child. Lady Moonlight stopped playing and asked the girl if she had ever seen anyone do what she just did. Disappointed, she shook her head. Seeing the girl's disappointment, Lady Moonlight offered to create more flying fish if she shared her name and story. The young girl, overjoyed, settled onto the bed and invited Lady Moonlight to sit so she could begin her story. Meanwhile, deep in the village of Ledia, a young girl covered in blood calls upon her healing ability, trying to save her mother. Sophia tried to raise her hand, her voice low. "Anya, you have to run away." With the barrier and realm stone destroyed, nothing can stop the dark shadows from entering the village. Anya screamed and cried, refusing to leave her mother behind, her heart breaking at the thought of her mother's pain. At the same time, Anya and Sophia heard someone screaming for help. Sophia cried out, urging her daughter to run away. Yet Anya refused to leave her mother behind. Hearing screams getting closer, Anya decided to find out what was happening, while weak Sophia tried to stop her. What Anya saw left her paralyzed with fear. A dark shadow devouring a man as he screamed for help. Sophia, still bleeding, called out, urging Anya to run away, but the fear kept her frozen. Anya stood frozen, unable to move as the dark shadow continued eating the man until he was dead. Weak and bleeding, Sophia dragged herself across the ground trying to reach her daughter. Overwhelmed by what she was seeing, Anya let out a small cry while trying to cover her mouth. The dark shadow noticed her, causing little Anya to cry out in fear. Seeing her daughter about to be eaten, Sophia screamed in rage at the dark shadow to leave her child alone. Sophia called out, "If you want to eat someone, then take me." But the dark shadow showed no interest. Sophia's screams drew more dark shadows to them instead. Sophia tried calling for her ability, but her attack ended up not touching the dark shadow at all. More dark shadows appeared around them. Confronted with this nightmare, all Sophia could think about was saving her daughter. The dark shadows jumped at Sophia, wanting to finish her off, while Anya screamed for her mother. The dark shadow began to eat Anya, causing her to scream in pain. Sophia couldn't watch her daughter die. Sophia summoned a dark power. In an instant, her body turned as dark as ash, and a big spear of ash appeared. The spear exploded like a bomb, destroying the dark shadows as if they were nothing. Using her last strength, Sophia covered Anya with her ashes and sent her flying miles away before passing out. High in the sky, a man stands floating, looking down at the destroyed village with a big smile. "I see like father like daughter, well done Sophia, you saved your daughter." After his words, the unknown man drops to the ground, creating a powerful impact. He summons a dark realm, sucking the whole village into it, leaving nothing and no one behind. In a second, the whole village is gone. He leaves, flying into the sky, echoing only the sound of trees behind him. At the same time, back in the kingdom of Enlina, Luna drops to the ground in pain while holding her chest and screaming Sophia's name. "Stupid Sophia, why would you use that power?" Thoughts raced through Luna's mind as she wondered what could have made Sophia use a forbidden ability. Something must have happened. Worried for her sister and daughter, Luna rushed out of the castle without a word, leaving Queen Lisa puzzled about her sudden departure. 7 hours later, Luna entered the hidden village, surprised to find only trees surrounding her. Where are Sophia and the others? Desperate, she called out for Sophia, but no one responded. Feeling helpless, she dropped to her knees and began crying. "Sophia, Anya, my daughter and the villagers, where did everybody go?" Meanwhile, a few miles away from the kingdom of Enlina, a dark spear of ash drops to the ground and disappears. A car stops nearby, and Levi emerges, curious about the spear he saw. Racing towards the impact site, Levi finds a young girl healing herself, tears streaming down her face as she recounts the monsters that destroyed her village. Levi glances at little Anya, contemplating whether to leave her behind. He feels her burden is not his to bear. Deciding to walk away without a word, Levi turns his back on Anya, who is left vulnerable and alone. Feeling abandoned, Anya calls out to Levi, pleading for him to save her, knowing her healing art is useless against the approaching danger. Feeling annoyed, Levi turned to Anya wanting to hit her. Covering her face, little Anya begged for forgiveness. "Do not hit me, I'm just a child. I'm scared. I will do anything you want, just don't leave me alone. I don't know where I am or where to go." Levi asked Anya about her ability. Could she heal someone who lost a leg? How powerful was her healing art? Not wanting to tell him she was non-class, Anya claimed she was the daughter of a powerful ruler. Feeling a little interested, Levi decided to take her with him, wanting to test her ability for himself. High in the sky, a man flies down, landing atop a tall mountain high above the clouds, facing a massive dark mansion. Inside, he finds an unknown figure shrouded in darkness with piercing red eyes. He drops to his knees and summons his dark realm, revealing Sophia, still unconscious. With a single word, realm expansion, the world transitions from day to night, over and over. The sky disappears into space, stars seemingly falling, as the world falls silent, and watched like a storm passing. The unknown figure controls Sophia's body, forcing a dark spear into her mouth. Sophia screams in pain as dark markings cover her body from head to toe. Sophia screams in pain while fighting off the darkness from taking over her body. Sophia's body begins to transform, slowly becoming the Dark Realm Devil. With a chilling voice, the unknown person welcomes Sophia into his ranks. Now a Dark Lord, Sophia becomes Dark Senior, a child of the God of Realms. He declares that the reawakening is near. Those who betrayed them will pay with their souls. As the world returns to normal, Luna looks up, filled with anger, determined to rescue her daughter and Sophia. Feeling Sophia's energy disappear, Luna shouts to the sky, promising to retrieve her daughter and sister from the fake god. Luna decided to return to the castle. Finding Lisa waiting for her, Luna tells Lisa that Isizu has taken her sister and destroyed the village of Ledia. Lisa is surprised, asking why the king of the world would destroy Ledia and kidnap Sophia. Luna asks Lisa to help awaken into a true realm lord. She doesn't care how long it takes as long as she can kill Isizu. Looking at Luna, Lisa can't believe what she hears. She warns Luna not to speak of killing the king of the world, or she risks execution. Annoyed by Lisa's words, Luna decides to lock herself in the training room. Meanwhile, in the sky, Michael looks up and speaks to himself, realizing that Isizu now has 5 lords and is preparing for what's to come. Deciding to forget about Isizu, Michael summoned a massive tornado, using it to destroy a small house in one attack. Meanwhile, a few hours earlier, Lady Moonlight looked at the girl in surprise, but before she could ask, the world shifted between day and night. Startled, the young girl asked Lady Moonlight what was happening. Lady Moonlight explained about Isizu, the king and god of this world, appearing after the Great Fall. Isizu has ruled for over 100 years, capable of turning day into night, creating realm lords or dark lords. Though king and god, Isizu remains an evil god who needs to be destroyed once and for all. Only a few people in the world know about Isizu, the king of this world. As long as he's still alive, we can never be truly free. Looking at the young girl, Lady Moonlight explained that there is more to this world than what she had told her. However, before Lady Moonlight could finish, a powerful tornado destroyed her house. Deciding to protect the young girl, Lady Moonlight summoned a massive ocean wave and created a barrier for them both. Angry at Michael for attacking her, Lady Moonlight created a small water barrier for the girl and flew straight to him. Michael welcomed Lady Moonlight, taunting her that he was going to kill her and awaken as a true realm lord. Thanks for listening to my short story. Like and subscribe to continue the tale of art's creation.